Welcome to the Swamp, the giant that the head ball coach awakened, one that thrived in urban renewal, and now one where only the Gators get out alive. Today, two teams collide from the Pac-12, and conference implications are aplenty. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Eastern Michigan Eagles. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and... Eastern Michigan ready to kick it off and get this game going. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So the Florida Gators offense will take the first swing of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter, guys.
Oh, but the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got it set up on the outside.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Going to try to pop one on the screen.
Nice job by the defense on that play, sniffing out the screen pass. They had their eye on the ball. They're able to rally to the running back, gain of no yards.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll keep it himself. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gators will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. So Eastern Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get it back, isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back and a linebacker, I win, but this guy is different. Interested to watch this matchup.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Got him downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
What a weapon this guy is, right? At the tight end position, not only can he get open, he can run away from people after the catch. He's a big dude, so he's hard to bring down anyway, but the...
Touchdown, Eagles! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
And if you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's McDuffie. Makes the catch, and he's brought down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Looking to take a shot. Pulls it in on the right. The expressway is wide open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a very interesting scene playing out right now in this marquee top 25 matchup. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Wake Forest. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, one of the things I hated as a quarterback was the blitzes from the inside linebackers because those guys end up in your hip pocket quickly. It's really hard to step into throws when you've got inside linebackers bringing the heat.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. They're trying to get to it. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. The fair catch just inside the 40. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. This time it's complete.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down. And the Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt goes out of bounds. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And that last run leaves him with a 3rd down. Will they keep it on the ground? Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground, off right tackle. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they got him for the sack.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Buys a little time. At midfield, he's got room. And a nice pickup on the run, and gets down to avoid contact. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Gators sending the offense back to work. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
To the air on first down. Setting up the screen. Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
The Gators want to crank the tempo. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. On second down, looking to throw. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Let's see if the defense comes after them. Third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's McDuffie. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
And what a difference one game makes, right? This guy already in the first quarter has thrown for more yards than he did in his last game. He just looks like a much more competent quarterback, and it's incredible how good things happen to QBs when they find a rhythm early.
And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Wide out in motion. Looking to throw it again. Finds his target down the middle. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Wants to go up top. Grabs it in the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard. And he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And he'll try to knock it through from 33 yards out. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they are lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Zone coverage that time, and the cornerback, a nice job with his eyes. He's watching the quarterback. He sees the ball thrown, so he knows exactly when to break on it. He's able to break it up for an incompletion.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Leaves it with the running back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. They go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? He'll do it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Nice catch along the sideline and great effort to stay in bounds. The Gators will try to pin them back with the punt.
4th down coming up.
Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the back over the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Fair catch called for and made. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Got him, and nobody's close. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And the Gators moving quickly to the line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They'll run the screen. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country, and you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. On 1st down, here comes this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Dances away. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They'll operate out of split backs. On 2nd down, wants to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This is a 3rd and long. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Gators send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Offense set on 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Working on the right. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Eagles will hustle to the line. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Makes the grab down the middle. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. The run from the shotgun. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. This will likely be the last play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius. And with that, let's send it back to our men in the swamp.
The Gators will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half. On the move from inside is 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime adjustments.
Yeah, and remember, it just takes one play to kick the door open, and all of a sudden there's a lot more confidence again. So which guy on this offense can hit the big home run and break this thing open.
Well, and the good thing is it's such a low-scoring game. I'm still very much in this. I can be who I am, make a few tweaks, make a few adjustments, and get this offense rolling.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Feeling some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
You know, when you go down personnel package, you've got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes a move. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. And the Gators will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lining up to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit. Eastern Michigan has it and a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. You see a Gator bringing the heat like that, you think about Derek Harvey, who was the MVP of the national championship game in 06.
And Alex Brown and Javon Curse, they had a long list of guys that can really make the quarterback's life difficult. You got to put pressure on the quarterback. You got to affect him. Really nice job on this play.
Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. At the 40, there he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Eastern Michigan going fast.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
So after the 1st down run, here's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down. Eastern Michigan has moved into the red zone. Calls his own number. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The negative play leaves him with 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Lets it go to the end zone. Got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 1st down.
Defense.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. They'll try to pound their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. They move the tight end all over. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Touchdown, Eagles! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu.
Using his legs, it's McDuffie.
They're trailing by 10 to Wake Forest. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Looking left. Fires and picked off.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Fires to the tight end. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. On third down, going up top. It's caught. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Looking to go up top on first down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive line. Are you kidding me? That's the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit better, please?
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Eastern Michigan has moved into the red zone. They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Lets it fly. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guys. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
That's the end of the quarter, and Eastern Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Going up top on first down. They've got the screen set up. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. After that last completion, it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. On the option. Now the pitch. Makes him talk to the hand. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Running back goes in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or 2.
And I love this defense continues to get home and bring pressure. Another sack, their 3rd sack of the game. They just keep applying pressure, and it's working. Do not stop.
A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
And that is a backbreaker. It's 4th down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Cruz. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Eastern Michigan going fast. A big gain there as they did a tremendous job working the middle of the field.
Yeah, and if you're going to complete that throw, Reese, quarterbacks have got to play with anticipation. You've got to get it out of your hands early and give your receiver an opportunity before the defense gets to the ball.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. He finds his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They send 4 receivers onto the field, 2 to the right, 2 to the left on 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. They've already peeled more than 3 minutes off the clock on this drive as they stand over the ball on 2nd down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He got it.
Well, that's a huge kick right there because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On second down, they'll take to the air. Catch in the middle, it's McDuffie. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep...
Afterburners coming. Inside the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after they play up top.
You gotta love aggressive offenses. You get third down and short, a lot of defenses thinking run. They got fourth down in their back pocket. This offense is aggressive, takes the shot, makes the big play, goes from their side of the field to now set up first and goal.
And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the fourth with a touchdown. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Florida.
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy pitch.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Oklahoma rolled to a victory, and after putting up this kind of win, there has to be some Heisman buzz around a program that produced 4 winners of the award between 2003 and 2018. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big third down. He's got his man. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Gators sending the offense back to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And that's an interesting call, going play action on third and long, because the defense is not worried about you handing the football off. That's not freezing anybody, especially these defensive ends. They're going right up the field, and you saw that time the pocket collapse as they were able to get to the quarterback.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. The Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the returner will be dragged down. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some...
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. He's back to throw on second down. A strike downfield. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Eastern Michigan will be forced to punt. Job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, try to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
He'll pitch it. Turns it on in midfield. Flying down the left side. He's at the 10. Touchdown Gators! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They'll need to be very sound here, limit this return, and put this game in the hands of their defense to salt it away. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan, come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient and all kinds of room to the right. Strikes the blow. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Looking to throw on second down. Using the quick game. Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. That's caught. It's Cruz. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. He's got it, and they convert. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And they spike it to stop the clock. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Quick completion on the out route. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.